Alright, we're gonna get to try it. See if it works. There we go. You see it's already running. Open the valve there. She's flooding in. I can hear it. See, it's backfilling all this. Going back to the pool. Until it runs over right here. Little cheap hose kinking on me. Alright, time to crank her up. That's a known position. This Chinesium stuff here. Alright. I can feel it coming to me in this hose. It's pushing my fingers apart now. Yeah, it's building some pressure. Let it breathe a little bit. Here it comes. But it's trying to suck through that hose. See if it'll take off. Not quite yet. Take it one more time. I'm standing on the hose. See it ballooning. It's pushing through there now. There she goes. That works plenty. Let's go up there and look at the pool. Uh-oh. There's music in the background. Y'all ignore it. That's what we're working with. Live action, folks. Live action. There's some grody stuff goes off in there. It'll take about 4 or 5 minutes to an hour. That's 24-foot pool. 10 to 12,000 gallons, I'm not sure. Somebody probably got that wrote down somewhere, I don't. And when it gets down there to below this, on my leg, then I can get in there and with live animals and stuff, possibly some decayed carcasses. They're setting up a catch pool at the moment. We'll have the hose running it the whole time, catching water while we're prepping this out. But the pump modification works very well. Follow up, that's all that was. So now we got two 2-inch and a 3-inch. We're filling the ditch all the way up. That's got some pretty good discharge right there. What do y'all think? That look very inviting. That's what we in the business call pool installer soup. It was missing the pool installer until I stepped off in here. Look at this, folks. This looks like some creek off in the forest. I'm fixing to have to tend to this because it's fixing to start vortexing and sucking air. That's why we do this. For the prestige and honors. Them little things dancing across the water, they'll bite the devil out of you. I'm gonna put you up here while I tend to this. Alright folks, it's that time of year again. It's time to rake your pool. I gotta rake all that mess up, get it out of here. Yeah, I'm standing in it. Ain't no other way to do this. I'm gonna rake it up in the pile and toss as much of it out as I can. The liner is in. Got the vacuum pulling on it right now. Those will draw out. These, we'll try something like that. See what I'm doing? The vacuum's pulling it. It will eventually hold it when we get that far enough. And that, of course, is taped shut so it can hold vacuum. See if I can find some right there, some. Simply stretching it. This is out of the box. It's meant to stretch. In case you doubt it. It's meant to stretch. But you need to get as much of the bottom pretty as you can, because once the water's on it an inch, it's over. You'll work yourself to death trying to get a wrinkle out from under an inch and a half of water. Timing. Timing. That's why I always wait till the water's about that high before I put the skimmer or the return through the wall, because it would tear free underneath. This would, that would pull and pull free. And even if you fold it over like I do, which basically makes a gasket out of the liner, it would probably tear it anyway, or at least it would thin it to the point that it might be problematic. Yeah. These are aggravating us from packing wrinkles. Terrible time. That's full overcast. We don't have the benefit of the sun happens. So now I've got them there. Beam. All right. All right. We've got water going in it now. I'm satisfied. I can control the wrinkle. It's imperative that you keep them out of the center. Something like that isn't the end of the world. I try to walk them out the best I can. The vacuum's still on. Now we're overcast, but we're still getting radiation. What is it? Yeah, anytime. Yeah, we're fixing to run the water out of our little catch pool now. That's not near enough. But as you travel, you find out some people got good pressure, some people don't. That Geraldine right there, I built several years ago, and that keeps something like those hose clamps from being inside my pool and the subject to tearing the liner. Is it just flows right over the top. You'll see in a moment. Liner looks good. That's a lot further down in there than it was when we started. It's all stretching. That's what I'm talking about with the radiation coming through. If the sun was out, it'll get so hot you can't stand on it in like 5 seconds. It's hard to describe how hot it gets and how fast it gets that hot. All that down in there now. Stretching real good. That's fine. I think it'll lean against this post. Alright, he's fixing to pull contact on us. There's a pump over there pushing that 2-inch draw hose to the coupling setup. And the reason I got a coupling set up like that is we have used a 3-inch pump on this before, so it was handy to be able to use either pump. Here it comes. That's what we call big water. It's ready for big water now. That'll barely cover the bottom, but it will hold this liner where I want it. Sufficient. They're tidying up the tops right now. This goes back on. That's all we removed was this and these. Let me find an example. Yeah. There's 3 screws holding that on to remove that. These had to come off first though. We're working backwards, of course, from the removal. These didn't have to come off. They're not hindering us in any way. Of course, the bottom not perfect. Woman once told me, she said, "Look, I don't expect perfect." I said, "Lady, you've hired the right people."